We are going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the most exciting day of the month. I love the first of the month. I am always waiting for the first of the month because I cannot wait to find out what Young Living's monthly promos are going to be. So my name is Stacy Cook, and tonight we are going to talk all about the March gifts with purchase, how to use them, how to get them, all the things about them. As I talk through some of the different ways you can use them, feel free to share your own ways in the chat. We can always learn from each other, and that is so great. So first, as you know, every month, Young Living gives us the opportunity to get some free gifts with our orders. This is the main way that I have grown my extensive oil collection. Since I get all my cleaning products, supplements, things you read, CBD, makeup, skincare, all the things from Young Living, I qualify for a lot of free gifts every month. And the free gifts are cumulative and all based on how much you spend in a given order. And I'll explain that in more detail as we talk through the individual free gifts this month. Which for March, they are a collection of beautiful and powerful blends, some of my favorites. So you probably already know this, but in case you're brand new here, there are two different shopping cart options through your Young Living account. So you have the regular shop cart, and then you have a subscription cart. So that's your subscribe to save order. So generally speaking, you always want to use that subscription cart because when that cart is over 50 PV, you earn back points that you can use to get more free products. And the more consecutive point qualifying orders you have, the more points you earn per order. So this comes into play when talking about our monthly free gifts with purchase, because some of the freebies are only available when ordered through subscription. So it's just one more reason to make sure that you're always using that subscription cart when you place an order. So let's get into it and talk about these freebies because they're fabulous. I have a member on my team who always talks about how she prefers to order Young Living blends over single oils, not just because they smell amazing and because they, are blended for specific purposes, but because the blends typically include some really powerful and expensive oils that you might not want to be investing in on their own. So you'll notice as we talk through them, the blends, the name of the blends usually give us a really good clue about how we want to use them and what they were designed to help us with and how they're best going to enhance our lives. So first up, we have Envision. So Envision is one of the gifts with purchase, and this is at the 190 PV level. Okay, when I say 190 PV level, what I am saying is when you spend 190 PV, you're getting this, okay? And so this is a free gift whether you use the subscription cart or the regular shop cart, either way. And it's a 5 ml of Envision. So this blend includes black spruce, geranium, orange, lavender, sage, and rose. Rose. So rose is a super high frequency oil. It's super valuable. It takes 5,000 pounds of rose petals to make 1 pound of essential oil, which is why if you wanted to buy just a bottle of rose, it would run you around 200 bucks, right? But you get rose for free this month in your bottle of Envision. So that's incredible. The sage and spruce in here are really to help activate our emotional centers in the brain and to help us daydream and get into a creative space, which is the purpose of this blend. So it's really to help foster that creativity, to dream about and envision your purpose, where you need to go. So this is a blend you want to diffuse when you're doing some intentional planning and dreaming for your life, your business. If you have an intentional time when you sit down and plan maybe for the next day or the week, huffing a little Envision would be a good idea at that time. You could just, even put a drop like right on your palm. My Envision is almost empty, so I'm excited to get some more. And then just, rub it together and breathe it in before you start, making those notes or working in your planner, whatever you're doing, how you plan for your day, your week, your month, your year. So Envision is great for all those things. Now, one thing I will say is I love that while maybe this blend is designed to help us envision amazing things for our lives, It also has some really great skin oils in it, okay? So it has lavender, geranium, and rose. Those are three oils that are amazing for our skin. So this blend can definitely do some double duty for you with some skin support. You could use it to make a facial serum. You could use it to make a bath soak. So you could use it in some DIYs too. So that is Envision. Next, we've got a 5 ml of Clarity at the 190 PV level when you use that subscription card. Yes. So this one, so I have a 15 ml size, but the one that you're going to get is the 5 ml. And you have to use the subscription cart. So this is for subscribe to save orders. And Clarity is one of my all-time favorite blends. It's a big blend. It has basil, cardamom, rosemary, peppermint, coriander, geranium, bergamot, lemon, ylang ylang, jasmine, Roman chamomile, and palmarosa. It's a lot of oils in there. It has a little of everything, right? It's got some of those herbaceous oils, it's got some florals, and it has some citrus oils. For me, when I smell it, it's very basil and cardamom forward, which I love. And we often talk about how scents they create, they ingrain in our memory, right? So um, for me, Clarity, it reminds me of getting a raindrop massage at Spa YL during convention because it has all that basil smell that I feel like that whole spa room just smelled like basil and all those raindrop oils. So I smell Clarity and I am immediately taken back to this place of convention, which is great. Uh, but because, you know, Clarity is designed to bring out and help us with alertness and clarity. You can leverage that, scent memory connection. So it's a really good one to diffuse for yourself or your kiddos when you're doing homework or working on big projects. Um, so if you diffuse it while you're doing that studying and remembering things, learning things, and then say your kiddo has a big test or project due at school, you can send them to school with a cotton ball with some Clarity on it and have them smell that before their test. And that will bring back the memories of the things that they were studying when it was diffusing, at home. So there's that whole memory connection you can really use with Clarity. It's great. I love to combine Clarity in the diffuser with orange. It's a really yummy smelling combo for my nose. It's excellent. Um, and talking about doing double duty, Clarity has some oils in it, like the basil and the peppermint, that are really soothing for like muscle and tension. So if you have some like head or neck tension, Clarity on there is going to be really, really, really beneficial for you. All right. So we have one other oil at the 190 PV level, and that's Energy. And this is another subscription cart exclusive. So you want to make sure your order is going through your subscription cart through Subscribe to Save to get the Energy. So you're actually going to get the big bottle, the 15 ml bottle of Energy. And again, the blend name says it all, right? Energy. I get it. So it includes rosemary, juniper, lemongrass, nutmeg, balsam fir, clove, and black pepper. It has a spicy, woodsy scent. It's perfect for getting you going in the morning, if you need a little boost at the gym, anytime you really need to feel rejuvenated. So the oils in this blend are really good for keeping our circulation moving and supporting vitality and alertness. Also, Energy has nutmeg in it, which a lot of people, myself included, like to rub over adrenals for some energy support, right? So this is one that you're going to use topically or in the diffuser to help give your body a little kick in the pants when you need to get moving. If you don't know where your adrenals are, they're on top of your kidneys, so it's your lower back. So you could put a roller top on this or dilute it and make a roller and roll that over your lower back would be really great. I also like it on the bottoms of my feet because it does have that little like spicy woodsy smell, and maybe you don't want to smell spicy and woodsy. Um, we're going to talk a little bit more about using oils to clean up our emotional states during a call later in the month. But I did look this one up in the Releasing Emotional Patterns book. This is a really fun book to use. And it was interesting to me, especially given what we've been through collectively over the past couple of years, but energy can help release feelings of isolation. So you put a drop in your belly button to banish negative emotions of feeling isolated and to feel more connected. And I know that a lot of people could use that. So that is energy. Now, at the 250 PV level, and remember, um, at those levels, it's not, you're not just getting what I'm saying, you are getting, they're cumulative. So you're getting everything we've talked about up to this point. So at 250 PV, you're getting those 3 oils, assuming you did it on subscription. And then you're also getting a set of beautiful glass and bamboo 10 ml rollers. So I don't have those yet. I just placed my order today. But they look really gorgeous. They're 3 rollers, bamboo, wood lids, top caps, and then they have labels. So they have the labels say motivate, focus, and inspire. So obviously you could use some of the blends that you're getting for free to fill them up. Use, 10 to 20, 30, however you like to do it, drops of oil in there, add it with a carrier oil to have some really great rollers to take with you on the go. I um, I love having really pretty rollers because it just inspires me to use my oils more. Um, and they're really fun to gift too. So those would make a great gift too if you want to give them away. So we get those rollers at 250. Now, at the 300 PV level, with a shop or subscription cart order, we're getting a 5 ml of Valor. So Valor. Now, this is the 15 ml bottle. The one for free is the 5 ml size, so it's a little smaller. But Valor is far and away one of Young Living's most popular blends. If you've been around for a while, you've probably potentially got it in a starter kit. It's been included in starter kits in the past, except during the great Valor shortage that lasted multiple years and left many people in tears. It was a very sad time for many of us. And that happened because one of the oils, one of the single oils in the blend, it had a bad harvest. It didn't meet Young Living quality standards. They weren't going to produce a subpar product, so they just didn't produce Valor. And a lot of people love it. And we're very sad about it. So we haven't had to deal with that in a long time, which is wonderful. And we're even getting gifted a free bottle, which is double wonderful. So this blend includes frankincense, black spruce, geranium, blue tansy, and camphor. The oils in this blend are some of my absolute favorites, in particular, frank and black spruce. These are really calming and grounding oils, which is why it's very common to use Valor to quell any of those occasional like angsty feelings or like, little anxiousness. Valor all over you is really good for that. It's also one of the reasons that I will slather my 7-year-old son in it. It's very good for him and just maintains calm vibes all around. So it's the name again says it all. It's like designed to instill courage, confidence, all of those things. And it's wonderful, wonderful for that. Because of some of the oils in this blend, it's also, I have found a fabulous alternative to the Kid Sense Owie blend. So if you've got this in your purse and you have a boo-boo, this just happened to us. So it was very top of mind for me. Over the weekend, we were in a restaurant and my son squashed his little finger in the big bathroom door. It got like caught in the crack. It was like the worst thing. And I just heard him scream across the restaurant and it was smooshed. And I just slathered some Valor on there. And I'm convinced that it definitely helped in making it heal. And just all things got better. So I like keeping Valor on hand for that as well. So it's great both topically and in the diffuser. And you could do a lot in terms of DIY with Valor too. Especially like I always go to like bath things and lotion things are my favorites. So this month, we also have a special 400 PV tier. Now we don't always have this. It's kind of like a special little bonus. So the 400 PV tier is a subscription cart bonus. So you only get this one when you place a 400 PV order on subscription. And when you do that, you're going to get everything that we've talked about. And you're also going to get this bottle of Motivation. So Motivation, It's designed to do what it tells us, motivate. Um, Now, I recently learned that motivation was one of Young Living's earliest blends. I heard Danette Goodyear speak, and she's a Young Living leader that's been with Young Living for nearly 20 years now. I heard her tell a story about how Gary Young made this blend in 1994 because he had employees that were unmotivated. And so he found that diffusing it in the office would generally help change that stagnant energy within about 15 minutes or so. And it's a really simple blend, right? It's just Roman chamomile, which supports the adrenals and the liver. It's got ylang ylang, which is great for the heart. It's got black spruce, which is very grounding. And then it has lavender, which is known to help maintain concentration and attention during long term tasks. So those together create this wonderful blend. Um, so I'm kind of looking at it like we've got energy to give our bodies some oomph, and then we've got motivation to give our brain some oomph. And just imagine how much you could do with some energy on the bottoms of your feet and some motivation in the diffuser. Be like, zoom, all the things will get done. Uh, so those are the blends that we have. Um, Now, if you're thinking, how in the world am I going to get these? I usually just place a 100 PV order so I can get my free shipping and be on my way. I get it. Um, And the answer is that you really want to focus your orders on that wellness triangle that we talk about in terms of structuring your orders, and really focus on the ditching and switching. This is not about spending more money overall. This is about changing where you spend your money. I'm sure I speak for many longtime Young Living users when I say that um, I really don't have those infamous $100 Target visits anymore. You know, like where you go to Target to buy a deodorant and then you accidentally spend $100, because I just don't go to Target as much anymore, right? Um, I'm getting my deodorant, my skincare, makeup, cleaning products, toothpaste, supplements, nutritionals, and essential oils, all from Young Living. They are the highest quality, they are delivered to my front door, and they keep me from inadvertently spending $100 multiple times a month at Target. So use the wellness triangle structure to help create your orders and craft them to hit your desired promo levels. And what that structure is that the base of that triangle, it's all of your like supplements and nutritionals. It's your Ninja Red, it's your sulfurzyme, your multigreens, your digestive enzymes, you know, your detoxzyme, essential zymes. It's all of those things that you use to stay well. Super C, um, maybe your hormone support supplements, Femigen. I'm thinking of all the things in my cupboard right now. Your Mega Cal, all those things, Mineral Essence, MindWise. I'll stop. But anyway, so that's the base of your triangle. And as you can tell, it could be really wide. Mine is really wide. But that's where you really want to focus the bulk of your order. That is your long-term health and wellness, right? That is the foundation you are building for yourself. And then that middle part of that triangle, as we go up, the middle part, that's your ditch and switch. So that's where you're swapping out your cleaning products, your lotions, your shampoo, your makeup, your deodorant. Okay, so that's where you're swapping personal care products. And you're not going to do that all at once. You're going to do it slowly over time. So a little bit here, a little bit there. And then the top of that is your oils. Now, a lot of times I don't even order oils because I get so many oils for free. And every month, you know, it's different oils. So I'm bound to get something, you know, the things that I need and use. And as we've talked tonight, like a lot of the things you get, maybe they're blends that are going to give you some emotional support, but you can use them in many different ways. So that's the structure of that wellness triangle. Um, and if you don't know where to start, I want to give you just a really basic example uh, that will help kind of maybe help you see how you can structure them. So I would say grab yourself a Ninja Red rewards kit. So that kit is 4 bottles of Ninja Red and a box of 30 packets. I think that's enough. So I have a family of 3, and that's enough for us for a month. So I would say, depending on how much you take, 1 or 2 ounces per day, it's probably enough for a family of 2 to 4, depending how quickly you're consuming it. So that's the base of your triangle. Now, the middle part of your triangle, get yourself a bottle of Thieves Household Cleaner. That's like the easiest first swap you're going to make, right? And even if you've made that swap a long time ago, you probably need more Thieves Household Cleaner now. So grab yourself a bottle of Thieves Household Cleaner. And then treat yourself to some Luscious Lemon Essential Oil Blend. I love this blend. So get that in your diffuser. That helps replace all of your scented candles and all those things. And that order right there, just to give you an example, that is, let's see, I did some math earlier, that's 257 PV. So that gets you the bulk of these freebies. And you can scale it from there, right? So you look at it and you're like, that's not my budget this month. It's less. I want to go for the 190 PV. Well, then, get a Ninja Red 4-pack just scale it down. So you can scale those different sections of the pyramid to meet your needs. It's really pretty, I think, easy when you think about it in those terms. I know that we have over 600 products, so I know that it can also be overwhelming if you don't have a place to start from. If you're just like browsing and cruising through, then it can be hard and you can get stuck in exactly, how to put that order together to get the most out of it. So do you see how, you can swap out items, not necessarily spend more money, but just spend money in different places and get some freebies? Yeah, good. I haven't looked at the comments. I don't know if there are any questions, but if anyone has questions, feel free to ask, or if anyone has some great ways that they've used some of these blends that they want to share, I would love to hear from you.
I was just going to add that was so good, Stacy. I love all of the suggestions and ways to use. I feel like learning the oils that are in each blend really gives a lot of context on how you can use them. And like you said, the name tells you right there on the bottle how to use it. But I just wanted to mention just one thing. If you guys don't have it, there is something called LifeStep. So it's an app, but every month they will show you the March promos. You probably can't see it on my phone, but it's a free app, and I'll put the link in the comments. But there is actually like info on how to use it too. So, coming to these calls and learning is a great way, but there's even info in here like DIY recipes on how to use it, which is just great. And I will tell you something that I often hear from customers is, I have this oil and I just don't know how to use it, right? Which is totally understandable. Let me just tell you, look at the ingredients, look to see what oils are in there. But by and large, you can make a room spray. You can often put the oils in like your serum or your body lotion. Like you're reading all these different ingredients, Stacy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, pretty much all of them could be used in a facial serum, maybe with the exception of energy, but pretty much all of them could be because it's got jasmine and ylang-ylang and frankincense. But you can, add it to skincare, make a room spray, add, a few drops to Epsom salts and put it in the bath. You could do like homemade body butter. Like there's so many different ways that you can use them. So I hope this call and Stacy's, tips is really inspiring you to, take your oil, read the ingredients, look it up, but also just, if you don't know, right? If like, maybe you're like, you know what, I don't want to use clarity, on my temples or like for motivation. You could use it in so many other ways because it's got amazing oils in there that can help to make your room smell really good, or you can add it to a bath. So just encouraging you. Sometimes we find some out of the box uses for the oils that we never knew existed. So it's always fun to do that. But thank you, Stacy. That was really good.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. I'm glad that hopefully it was helpful for everyone. We have a few minutes. So if anybody wants to chime in, unmute yourself and share some way that you'd like to use any of the oils, please do. I learn from people all the time that use oils in ways I never thought of, especially with some of these blends. But we are going to switch gears in a few minutes, and we're going to switch over to the business call. But everyone is welcome to stick around for that. But we'll give it a couple minutes before we get into that for people to hop in at 9 o'clock.
Okay, so I'm going to add one more thing. Motivation, if you look at the oils that are in here, right? Roman chamomile, black spruce, ylang-ylang, and lavender. So yes, it's great for motivation, but it's also got a lot of oils that could be really good for like being chill, right? Like Roman chamomile, if you guys don't know this, is like the chill oil. Like I've used Roman chamomile like at the theme park with the kids, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed right now with these lines and people and everything. Motivation's a really good chill blend. So you could even use it like, right before bed, put it on, and it really kind of helps to relax you. So isn't that interesting how it can be a chill, but also help to motivate you too? So it's just very interesting how it works with your body and your energy. Mary has a good question in the comments. So Mary, in the LifeSteps app, you're going to see under March, it says how to use March's gift with purchase. It's under that one. It's under the how to use. Yeah, Jalen, it adapts to what your body needs. Isn't that so cool? Love it. It's adaptogenic.
Yeah, I have to echo what Tracy was saying earlier about the LifeSteps app. If you don't have it, definitely grab it this month because I was just looking at it today and they have so much information in there for March, like a ton of brand new stuff all around like cleaning and detox and just massive amount of information and recipes and yeah, really good content. Um, I was looking at it today because they usually update it around the first of the month for new promos and all that stuff. And there was tons of new stuff in it. And it's a free app. The majority of the content is free. You can upgrade it to a pro version for access to a few more things, but you can get the bulk of it for free. Yeah, the oil and supplement spotlights are really nice. Um, it's just a ton of great educational information in there. All right. My pleasure. So we're going to switch over to the business call in just a minute. So if you need to run and grab a glass of water, a tea, or whatever, do it now. And we'll start that in just a minute.